G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today we're going to do a video about some assembly that we're doing with this company here. Now this is Ion Forge and this is their headphone stand. Now they have a manual for the headphone stand, but I've just got off the phone to James about what's going on because I didn't see a manual like this for the speaker stands, which we're also going to be reviewing here on the channel. Now he tells me, and it makes perfect sense, that we want to save some trees. So this is becoming a bit old school now, a manual like this. So all of the assembly instructions are online on their website. So I will leave a link to that in the videos that we feature, the headphone stand and the speaker stands. So what we'll do is we'll head down to the back of the house where I've got some assembly going on. We'll set the camera up down there and I'll walk you through. I've already put one of the speaker stands together, so I know what I'm doing. And so that'll make it a bit easier for me to show you guys how we put those stands together if you are to buy a pair of those. And we'll also do the headphone stand here as well while we're down there. And we'll put those videos up and you guys can see exactly what's happening. Now I have a little update. I have the EOS speakers from Osborne Loudspeakers are coming, and both the Elite version and the standard version of those little monitor speakers. And that's half the reason why we've got these stands in, because I would like to do a bit of a comparison between having them, down on the bureau behind the hi-fi system here and also up on the stands. And we can talk about that as we go through those videos. But the epitomes are soon to leave us, and they'll be replaced with something completely different in size. But nonetheless, these are again a great value proposition. My video for the Osborne Epitome loudspeakers will be coming this weekend, so stay tuned for that. That should be quite interesting, and I know it'll create a lot of debate and comment, and that'll be really good for us to be able to go through the process of you talking to me about what you have heard over the time you've been listening to these, and also critique my opinion, no doubt, which I'm very happy for you guys to do. So we'll head down to the assembly area and I'll put one of these speaker stands together so you guys can see exactly what's happening. Then we'll do the headphone stand. So talk soon. Okay everybody, so here we go. So I've put one of these together. As you can see, they are very attractive, really nice quality thing. It has a cable guide in the back of it here. Really lovely rubber feet, as you can see here and here, and a rubber mat that sits on the top, via some sort of locating lugs there, and a nice little spot at the back there which you guys can see for the cables to run down. So here's how, obviously we get two sets of all of this. Here is one that we've got. Imagine this double of everything in these bags except for the Allen keys, which the system comes with. So let's crack these open and we will get into this. So this is our top section there. This is our base unit here. So what we will do is we put, you can see on the back here that we've got like some recessed holes for these things to sit in. So everything's beautifully done. So if we set those two in there, and then we have the spine here, which is the upright. Now, I worked this out, but of course all the instructions are online and we'll link to those in the video. But let's have a look at this cable guide here. And so I assumed, of course, that this section there with the cable guide lugs this would slide in here like so, and it does, and obviously it's a snug fit, so it is, and then you can see what we're talking about here. So I of course assumed then that if that was that was where the cables go down. This would be the back of the unit. So through a process of deduction, before I looked at the manual, I realized that if we've got the upright here, that we would then slide these bolts into place here and get a start on them, like so. And then the same thing here, just get them lined up, and you'll feel when they start, they're a firm thread. So we just have to get those to sit in place like so. Then we get our Allen key here, the smaller of the two, and start winding these in. So I just turned them in, you know, until I had them like nearly done up, but not completely done up, so that I could just do any last final positioning that needed to be done, if any. So if we've got them, you can sit the stand like this quite comfortably, and then we just get them to a point where we can where they're snug but not fully tightened up at that point. Same thing here with this one. Just do the same thing here. Get it down so it's fairly tight, and then so that you can leave yourself a little bit of adjustment if you need to. I'm pretty happy with where that's sitting. Then it's just a snug nip up with the bolts. You know, these are good quality bolts, and the Allen key works perfectly fine. So there is our first section of the stand. So now we've got somewhere for this to sit. Then we get the top plate here, and obviously we've got those same recessed sections there and there for the bolts to go in. And then at this point we have a little rubber washer arrangement. Now obviously this end is rounded, as you can see there, and this end has a flat piece across it, so it just basically sits exactly like that. Really simple. As you can see, just sits on there very nicely. And then we take the top plate, place it over the holes and line things up. And then again, same thing here. Once we get everything lined up, we just get a start on these bolts. Now they'll screw in by hand here quite comfortably, as you can see, without any problems at all, so we can't hold on to them anymore. Then we just basically get the same Allen key, and these will locate quite comfortably. Again, I never do anything, it's just the engineer in me. I never do anything up tight until I'm sort of sure. And then a little nip there, and a little nip on this one, and there you have it. As you can see, nice and flush, looking good. And then we have our top section, and that really just locates. It sits into place. It locates on there. Now, then we have adjustment here. See this? This is lovely. You can see the adjustment that you get. So we have another large Allen key here, and its job is to basically find a spot where you're happy with the stand and where it is. We then place the Allen key in here, like so, and nip that up, like that. Out comes the Allen key, and we've got a nice level stand. In fact, we've got two of them. So there we go. It is fairly simple to do this. These are very attractive looking beasts of things. So that is the speaker stands sorted out and done. And you'd be ready to place your little monitors up on top of here and start listening. Okay, everybody, so here we go. This is the headphone stand from Audiophile. Now this one comes with, at the moment, with a manual, an instruction manual to put this thing together. So we're doing this on the fly. This is as good as taped live television. So again, this thing's really nice. It looks really well made and nice quality. So let's do this. What can go wrong? So here we go, bag out. There's our bits and pieces. So I having a quick look at the way this is set up here. Let's start with the base. So here is the bottom of the base. You can see the bolts here. You can also see the bottom of this. So again, lovely rubber pads here and countersunk tapered head bolts, stainless steel no less as well. So we'll put one in, and then we'll just get a start on it here, like so. And just do it up a little bit just so we can have it hold in place. There's our second one, so we'll just line him up, and then in we go. So we have two Allen keys here. I'm assuming this will be the one for here. Correctamundo. So let's put that in there. Again, I'm happy with how that looks. Again, it's just me. I like to leave things a little bit snug but not fully tight until I'm happy with where things sit. So there we go. That's step one. Very nice. So now we come to the top section here. Again, we have a plate and a rubber pad, as you can see there. This is our plate. So this plate will sit here like so. And again, you can see it just lines up on the holes when it's in place like so. So that'll sit there quite comfortably. And we have a smaller little stainless steel tapered head Allen bolts here. So let's get a little start on that. We've got a smaller Allen key here that comes in the set. So let's get a start on that one. And we can do the same here. Little start on that one. And again, just make sure we're happy with where this sits before we nip it up. And we shall do that now. And with that comes this, and this is a formed tapered pad. It sits there like that. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. That is in place. That looks really good. Now, there is another option here. We have a couple of, as you can see there, a couple of sort of sections that have got plugs in them. So that they are for what I assume here will be a cable supporting arrangement that would probably work something like that. So let's have a look at this and see what we do here. So again, this is really simple. The smaller Allen bolt or Allen key in here, and remove these stainless looking bolts, and out comes our little lug. So we'll place that lug on the ground there. The same bolt fits in here, and we can just get a start on that like so. And if we're nice and straight, again, when we do up, we have one of those in place there, as you can see, and it's just the same thing down here. We'll give that a little spin out like so. Out comes the plug that was sitting in there. I assume it goes the opposite direction, so that one is there. It sits in like so. Allen key that is provided. Get a little start on it, as we have, and then just nip that up like that, and there we go. Look at that. There is the cable arrangement. Our headphones will sit on top there. Very nice looking stand, and there's how it's done. So time to sit some headphones on there and have a bit of a play with that, and we'll talk about this in the videos to come in relation to its ergonomics. It does look to be very good, and it looks like it's going to work really well. It's got really nice balance about it. I can't rock that over without really trying hard. So putting a pair of headphones on there and then holding my cable on those cable supports there will be looks very ergonomic and very well made, and so far so good. This looks really good, but we'll talk further about it when we start using it.